This video is just going to be a raw, vulnerable conversation about God, about my faith. I was going to start out by saying, if this is something you don't want to listen to, do yourself a favor and click out of the video now. But I honestly welcome all of you guys to take a listen, and I invite you all to form your own opinion, whatever, positive or negative. Leave a comment if you want. I don't care. I don't care. I think this is something that should be heard by as many people as possible. And if this ended up on your feed, maybe it was for a reason. But I'm someone who's always believed in God since I was a kid. I would pray here and there, but I didn't exactly know what I was looking for, what signs to keep an eye out for. I didn't really know how to pray, like if I was doing it right. All these things you guys might be able to relate. But it wasn't until, I believe, September of 2023 when I first started making an attempt to step into my faith. And I'm going to be completely honest, bro. I'm going to be fully transparent in this video. During that experience, there's been 3 times where I felt really close to God and he's speaking to me and almost like trying to wake me up. The first time, September 2023, but I was high. I was high off weed, super high late night. And that, I'm going to be honest, like later down the road, the fact that I was high during this, like kind of made me question the validity of it and what I experienced. And yeah, I just questioned and doubted a lot of things. But the other 2 times completely sober. So yeah, I'm not going to go into detail about what happened, but I made a video on one of my channels talking about, it's titled, I Haven't Been Completely Honest. And I'm basically just like a 40-minute raw video of me just opening up and saying, you know, I'm always talking about the universe and how crazy things line up, but I'm always almost scared to mention God because I'm not exactly sure what I believe, and I don't want it. I'm scared of judgment from other people that watch my videos. I don't want to push them away, or I don't want to look like this. I don't like caring what people think. And yeah, so like I just like really opened up in that video, and maybe some of you remember it, but I'm not going to go too much into detail about that. But the pattern that I was experiencing was, you know, that was very real for me, and I would start trying to get closer to God and really trying to make an effort to understand. And then honestly, when things would start going good, then I'd get distant and I would stop praying as much. I would stop trying to build that relationship with God. And then the other time that sticks out to me was going to New York City to see my boy Jay and Oreo, who pushed across America. And they made Jesus a whole, like, it was dope, man. If you know, you know. But yeah, flew out there to with a bunch of my friends to congratulate them. And that was another time. I can't pinpoint like one specific moment out there, but I really do feel like I remember just feeling God present with us the whole time through. And it was beautiful. And I remember feeling this, and I just had this excitement that, okay, like now that God is here, I could go, like, I feel like I could do whatever I want. And when I went back to California, I feel like I just, looking back, it feels like I just ran off and like tried to do my own thing. Like, oh, I got it now. Like I figured it out, instead of walking with God and asking him to guide me and just walking with him every step of the way. Like I didn't do that. I got close, then got distant. And now we're here the 3rd time, bro. Like this is so much different than any other experience. I went on a road trip to Texas to film a video for one of my channels, and I 26-hour car drive. I'm like, this is an opportunity to get closer to God, just pray, talk to God about whatever's on my mind. And I was really praying about something and asked him for a sign that I was on making the right decision on something and that I'm on the right path. And the next 4 days that followed were unreal, like straight out of a movie. A few of the things are captured on camera, and they're going to be in my next YouTube video. I'm literally getting ready to go chill at a Starbucks and lock in editing. It's going to take some days to edit this one. But yeah, you guys will see a little bit of the things that are like just things that I used to just brush off as coincidences, like things that line up too perfect to explain. Like, I'm sure a lot of you guys know what I'm talking about, where it's like, what are the odds? Like, no, like, how is this real? This feels fake. Like, I've experienced so much of that. And a lot of the things that happened in Texas while I was on this trip after asking God for a sign. And in the process, keep in mind, I'm like praying as much as possible, thanking God for just everything. And he just continues to just show up, and just make the craziest things happen. Some of which are not on camera and I won't talk about, but I'm like, it just made me realize a lot. And if there's one key takeaway from the trip that I learned, it's that I'm not in control as much as I always thought. I've always been sort of a control freak. I preach to my audience, take control of your life, yada, yada, yada. And I still stand by that, but there's only so much you can control, bro. You can control your mindset, your attitude, who you surround yourself with, your habits, things like that. But God is really the one controlling everything, bro. And it's like, so many times I'd run off and try to do my own thing. Like, I got it figured out. I know what I'm doing. You feel me? And it's like, this is such a good, reassuring feeling, like a comforting feeling, because I used to think if I got close to God and followed God closely, that it would take me away from all these things that I enjoy. And it's like, I had the whole wrong idea, because honestly, I can tell you guys right now that God knows what's best for you. He has a path that's greater than anything you could plan. Like, I've always heard people say these things, but I never really felt it until now. And I want to share it. Like, I'm going to be honest, bro. When I would hear people talk about God and trying to get people into God, it gave off like, what's the catch? Like, seems like cult vibes, or like associating it with weirdo shit. I'm going to be so honest. Like, I mean that no disrespect. I'm just being honest, because maybe some of you guys are watching this like what? Like, you feel me? Like, but I'm being, bro, like, I'm on no drugs. I'm me, bro. I'm still like, this is like straight from the heart. And I just want to spread this because it's the best thing I've ever felt. It feels like I just met the coolest best friend, and I want to tell everybody about him, bro. It's like, it's so dope, because like, I had it all wrong, and like, I have no problem saying like I didn't know what I was doing. Like, God, I'm sorry. Like, I'm allowing you to guide me now. You feel me? It's like, I get it now. I'm here. I'm staying close. I'm not gonna run off. And dude, it's such a beautiful feeling. It's such a beautiful feeling, and I hope all of you guys watching this get the chance to experience this and build a relationship with God. There's a lot of evil in the world. There's a lot of temptations, distractions, everything. I feel like so many things in this world try to pull you away from God, and that's what it seems like more than ever. And I'd be stupid to say I haven't contributed to that in some way, shape, or form through my videos or through whatever. Like, I'm like truly trying to be better. I don't want this to come off as like all of a sudden I'm perfect. Like, I'm here preaching, and then next week if I make a crazy joke or do something out of pot, like, I'm gonna be better in my, like, as I get closer to God and build this relationship. I'm confident that my actions and words are just going to reflect that over time. I'm not gonna just like drop what I'm doing and go move into the woods. Like, that's not what this is. Like, I'm not like having some crazy trip and like rethink it. Like I'm still me, bro. You guys are still gonna see me having fun, making videos. But now that I'm allowing God to guide me, I feel like there's gonna be a lot more purpose behind what I do, and I'm gonna be able to make more meaningful videos. But besides, like, the video's not the point, and everything, just this relationship with God it's like, it's so important. It is the most important thing. It should always be. Like, people say God first, and then they don't practice what they preach. And I'm not perfect. I'm not judging. I'm just saying, like, guilty, bro, guilty. Like, but I understand why you need to keep God first now. And the main thing I'm focusing on right now is just including God in my decisions, asking God when I don't know the answer to something, taking it to God, asking him for a sign. If you know what I mean? It's like, a lot of times we have like a feeling in us, like our intuition is like, but sometimes we genuinely don't know, and you got to take it to God. And I'm realizing these things more and more, and I see the different paths you can go in life, and I'm like, it's like, this path is like tempting you with a lot of the worldly desires, and you know, all the things you can chase in life, money, women, uh, fame, power, like all those things, you know what I mean? And it's like, of course, like I understand completely wanting those things. And like, I've never really valued those things. Like, you feel me? Like I've always done what I do, YouTube, for the love of the game. But like, bro, that clout shit could be a drug. I have fallen victim to it where I'm like, I find myself just in this locked in stage. And then I'm like, wait, like what's the deeper reasoning behind why I'm doing this and this and why did I do that? And then sometimes it just stems back to, oh, because I thought it'd be a funny clip and it would get attention and views. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm not saying I'm never gonna do that, but like I never want to fall down that where I'm just chasing that. And there's always been deeper reasoning behind what I do. But yeah, a lot of people chase those things and they go down certain paths in life where they chase those things and they're getting those things quick too. And then it leads them to emptiness. And, you know, who am I to speak on it, right? I don't have much experience sleeping with hundreds of women or I haven't made all the money in the world and I'm not the most popular, you know what I mean? But it's like, I see it, like you can, like I see it, bro. Like I've just seen it time and time again. I'm sure like you guys have seen it too, whether it's through social media or maybe firsthand, whatever. But it's like, I'm realizing all these things that are truly important to me, and honestly, keeping God first and staying close to God is what, and allowing him to guide you, asking him every day, guide me today. God, please guide me today, is like, you're gonna go down the right path as long as you're constantly making an effort to actually be better. And I got a long way to go still, but now I'm no longer scared to voice my relationship with God and these things that I'm learning, because I'm like, I want to spread this, you know? And I truly believe God wants me to use my platform to spread these type of messages and be open and give him the glory when I'm doing good. Show humility, not act like I did it all myself. Of course, like everything I've accomplished, yes, I work hard. Yes, you guys all support me, but without God, nothing. And it's so clear to me, and I gotta stick with that, because everything could change like that. Everything could get taken away like that. You know what I mean? And yeah, I think I think I am a great example of someone. I could be a great example to people who are struggling with their faith. Maybe they're on the fence. Maybe they have some doubts, or some people in their ear telling them like this and that, or you know what I mean? And it's like, I think I can be a perfect example through my experiences and who I am, to just, you know, push some people closer to God. And I could do it. Like I'm still gonna, like I said, like I'm not gonna fully switch up my content. Every video is not gonna be like just preaching. You feel me? But like I'm gonna still go do my fun videos, move in a way that's, you know, like I'm gonna be moving a certain, like I just have this like feeling now that God's with me. I got God by my side, and like just the way I'm gonna be navigating through life now, it just feels so much more intentional and pure. And you know, point is, I'm gonna be still making fun videos, but there's gonna be deeper messages behind it. And then when things, you know, are going great and I'm giving God the glory, hopefully a couple kids out there can see that and be like, damn, like, you know, he's giving all this credit to God. Like I'm hearing so and so talk about God. I'm hearing all this talk, and I don't really know God on a personal level, so maybe this is my sign to start. You know, I'm just saying, like, I just think it's beautiful, man, because this feeling, this comforting, loving feeling from God, the presence is like, it's like no other, man. It's like no amount of money can buy this feeling. No purchase on this planet can buy this feeling. Like this just feels so dope. And I'm not expecting this feeling 24/7 moving forward. That's unrealistic to feel like this high I've been feeling this past week, stepping into my faith and getting all these signs and things going good. I'm not expecting it to always be like this. I got to keep my faith strong even when things aren't going how I want, or how like they're going bad, and maybe the path is a little uncertain, blurry, and I'm like stepping into uncomfortable territory. I gotta, through everything, keep my faith high, and I am, bro, and I'm a work in progress. And I don't want you guys to feel ashamed if you're trying to get closer to God. But other imperfect human beings are making you feel guilty or ashamed and that you're not good enough. Because, bro, we are all equal. And, dude, it's crazy, bro. I've been just yapping a little bit on my Instagram story. And it's crazy to see a lot of love, a lot of people that like have faith that just like get it, and they're so happy to see it. They're like, keep spreading it. And then obviously I open myself up to criticism. People call me out for things. I get it. I'm not perfect. Can always be better. But I'm not just using my, like, I'm not just talking this talk, like talking about my faith and then gonna go intentionally do a bunch of bad shit. I'm not saying I'm never gonna contradict myself. I cannot make that more clear. I'm not gonna be perfect right off the bat. I never will be perfect. None of us will. But yeah, also people who literally have Bible verses in their bio calling me out, like telling me that I shouldn't use my platform to talk about it, that I should keep it to myself. And I had a amazing person, someone very near and dear to my heart yesterday, tell me that I should keep some aspects of my relationship with God to myself, private, and I agree with that 100%. I love them for that, for telling me that and like putting it that way. But some of these people on Instagram, which it's just the internet, I can't pay it too much mind, but yeah, they're literally like trying to shame me for speaking on this. And like, I feel like it's beautiful and God wants me to. And obviously it's only a couple out of so much love. So I got to pay attention to that. But yeah, bro, this type of stuff is very real. And I never took it too serious like a few years ago. You know what I mean? I was just like, I don't really pay attention to politics, religious stuff. You know what I mean? I'm like, I believe in God, but like there's like not saying there, like there's just a list of things that like I stay in my own lane. I don't really pay any mind to. And now I'm like, dude, nobody forced this on me. I know you guys see my homie Jay films. He has a strong faith. My boy Mitch is always preaching God. Like I got a handful of homies that have relationships with God, but this wasn't like I'm seeing so many conspiracies. Like people, I saw someone say that there's like, I'm a content creator. I gotta be working behind the scenes with a church and or I'm gonna start selling something to like, I don't know what people think. Like, I'm a normal ass dude, bro. Just because I post videos on social media does not mean like there's some crazy underlying, like I'm working with this and that. And like, bro, I promise, like, dude, I'm in a Baskin Robbins parking lot, just like with my phone. I just left church. I'm like, I'm a normal ass dude. I don't know how many other times I could, like, what better way I could put it? Like, people see like a number and like videos and on screen, like on social media, and they think like there's some crazier agenda going on. And I'm like, genuinely from the bottom of my heart, I'm just a normal guy that found God, and I want to spread this. Because my phone overheated. But what I was saying is like, there's been so many times in my past where I've been chasing things, and it just like I never felt fulfilled. And this feeling is like such like a I made it moment, which I thought I was gonna get from a certain amount of subscribers or money and this and that. And it's like, I still got big goals. Don't get me wrong. I don't want you guys to think like I'm giving up on everything. And like I said, I'm just gonna go move in the middle of the woods with a backpack and start cooking my ground beef and eggs on a no, but bro, all I'm saying is I just want to spread this because it's such a good feeling. And yeah, if anyone's watching this, they're struggling with their faith, just my only advice would be pray as much as possible and start your prayers with gratitude. Thank God for every little thing. I swear on everything. I wake up every day, guys, like thanking God that I'm healthy, that I can walk, that I have a car to just like get in and go practically wherever I want, that I have a roof over my family, you know, all these things. I've been practicing gratitude. I've been preaching gratitude to you guys for a while now, even before I started, you know, stepping into my faith. Like I just on a more like general, like worldly sense, it's like gratitude is obviously important for your mental health and just moving through life. But now I'm like, it's so important with your relationship with God. So start your prayers with just thanking, grateful for everything, and actually mean it. Actually mean it. Don't just say it trying to sound like you're grateful so you can get more. Like say it and mean it, and don't expect too much more. And just ask God for signs. Like bring him along for your decisions. You know, like include God. Talk to God as much as possible, like you would a friend. And it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. That's pretty much all I got to say on that. I am super excited to be building this relationship with God. And dude, it's dope, man. It's dope. But like I said, I don't expect this high to be like this 24/7 for the rest of my, you know what I mean? So I'm definitely like taking advantage, like soaking it in and trying to put into words as much as I can so I can look back on when I'm, you know, maybe down or whatever. But yeah, I appreciate you guys more than you can imagine for sticking to the end of this and listening. We're on this together, bro. And no matter what you believe in, just try to spread positivity, because there is a lot of hate, a lot of negativity in the world. And like do you really want to be someone that's just adding to that, or do you want to, you know, be some type of light in the world? I appreciate you boys. This was nothing more than just a raw talk. Like there's no links in the description for you guys to sign up for my course or like, man, whatever, bro. Like, you know what I mean. I'm sure you guys can the real ones can tell this is just straight from the heart. So dope, man. God is good. God is great. God is good. God is great. I will see you guys when I see you guys. Peace.